Alright, the most important part of my business is fulfilling every order. You can't give up. You have to finish. And being the only decorator most of the time here, everything lays on me, so I'm always short on time. Things have to be fresh, so it's not like you can start like weeks and weeks in advance. You have to do it like a couple of days at the most early. So I do a lot of overnighters in which, I have to squeeze in 6 to 7 cakes in a like 24-hour period, and I get it done. You do what you can, and I'm very good at, like, if I have to do it in 10 minutes, I do it in 10 minutes. If I have 30 minutes, oh great, I get to rest a little bit, I'm pretty good at speeding things up. To me, the most important skill to have when cake decorating is to listen to your client. You have to listen to what they want. It doesn't mean that you're not going to put a little bit of yourself into each piece, but it's very important to like feel the dream. When people come to you, like they're looking for something for a special occasion. Usually it's not an occasion that's going to repeat itself, whether it be their 30th birthday or their wedding. They want something that they'll remember forever. So you have to make sure that you listen and you implement all of those things that they ask you to implement. I think for artists, working in groups is always a challenge, just because everybody wants their own creativity to shine through. But I am very good at working with other people. Like, I don't mind like giving them a little leeway and then asking them to speed up things if needs be. I don't usually work with too many people here in the bakery, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to react, and I guess we'll see if I can call them back, but it's something that I would really like to see what happens. I think that the whole thing that drives me to this show is the fact that it'll be uncharted territory for me. It's, I'll be making cakes that are bigger than what I usually make. I'll be with more people than I usually am. I'll be dealing with talent, that I usually don't have around me on a regular basis. I only have one girl really that decorates cakes with me. And here I'll have like 10 others. Big difference. Okay, generally, I can be in charge. I have no problem like stepping up. I also have no problem being, one of the followers. I do believe in the saying, there's too many cooks in the kitchen. I don't think everybody can lead. Somebody has to like step back and let things kind of fall where they may. It doesn't mean I'm not going to give my opinion and I'm not going to like, express my point of view, because I think that's really important. But, there has to be a balance. Alright, I'm not competitive in the sense that I've never been part of like the football team, basketball team. I guess I'm not really into sports, so never been competitive in that aspect. But if I go online and I see this cake that is like kick-ass, of course I'm like, oh, I can do better. And I do my best to like make my cake better in like every little aspect that I can. So if wanting to be the best is competitive, then I guess I am. Yes, I'm gonna try really, really hard. I'm gonna give it my all, and it's not like I'm gonna trip anybody or throw anybody under the bus or anything like that. But I think I'm gonna be supportive, because I think everybody deserves a chance, and I think this is a matter of your skill level, not of who's the better competitor. I think if you're good, people are gonna be able to tell. So I'm gonna give it my all, and we'll see what happens. I think one of my fortes is dealing with stressful situations. We've been dealt a lot of different crazy situations in our life. I mean, last year I almost died, and that was probably the most stressful thing I've ever been through. And it's hard for me to like express how I feel about that, to be honest, because I was faced with like the end of so many things in my life. Like, my hands kind of stopped working, I couldn't see properly, my face would go numb, there was just pain everywhere in my body. I was bedbound for like 6 months, and to be honest, like I I don't even know what I felt at the moment because it was so dramatic that I kind of try to erase it from my mind. But the way that I handled it is I just kind of pushed through it. I mean, I still had orders. You know, wedding cakes get booked months in advance, so it's not like I knew I was gonna get sick. So I still had to come in, and you know, with my hands hurting, it would take me like twice the amount of time to make a cake. But I did it. You know, I couldn't just give up. I had to do it, and I couldn't let my family down, and I couldn't let, you know, the bride down, and I couldn't let myself down. And not to mention that if I wasn't an artist, what else is there? That's what I've been my whole life. That's what I've done since I was little, and that is what makes me who I am. So, I guess what I do in stressful situations is just put, you know, my strong face forward and just push through it. Right, Enchanted Creation has gotten us through hard times. My husband and I used to have an interior design company. Actually, we still do. But when the economy hit, the real estate in Miami went down the tubes. So that was our livelihood. That's pretty much what we did. We fixed homes for people that would flip them. And when the real estate went down, people didn't buy homes anymore. So things got really, really tough. And Enchanted Creations kind of helped us through that. You know, everybody celebrates their birthday, so even in a bad economy, that was the one little light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. And luckily, like, we picked a beautiful little neighborhood, and everybody has really embraced us, and Enchanted Creation has grown overnight, so it's wonderful. All right, there's quite a few reasons I want to be on the show. First one, it'll be freaking awesome to be able to do gigantic cakes. I mean, in this economy, I don't really get asked to do a lot of big cakes. I mean, except wedding cakes, but I want to do like amazing 3D cakes, like, that are freaking humongous. The next thing would be, I think it'll be a great learning experience. I mean, I'll be able to push myself to like levels that I've never been before. And then if I were to win, you know, I'll be able to learn from Buddy, and how freaking cool is that? $50,000. Can I say any more? I mean, God, we can use $50,000, and it'll just be amazing. All right, I think what makes me especially unique is that every time I make a cake, I try to put or portray a feeling in that cake. You know, it's kind of like a work of art. Like, you want to be able to see past the paintings and the textures and the colors and stuff like that. You want to be able to feel something, and that's what I try to do with every piece. And I feel that's what makes me special. So thank you for sitting through this, and I'm sorry for the barking dogs. We have a pet groomers next door, and the little kids are sneaking up behind me. Thank you, and have a great day.